Absolutely no doubt in my mind. After our 9 December convention, you see they get crashing back to the PDP. You see, we provided a level playing field for every Nigerian. That's why there was a convergence of power and struggle within the PDP family. And naturally, as a big party, you have crisis also. And this crisis were not managed very well in the past. That led to some of our senior party members leaving the party for another party. And there's a failure of dialogue, there's a failure of reconciliation, and there's failure of discipline. And that is why today we have a reconciliation committee, we have also a disciplinary committee. Because in every society, people must be disciplined. The essence of having a disciplinary or a security outfit is to serve as a deterrent to people who have extreme views or behaviors, to curtail those excesses and keep the society together. So I, as a key player in the field, I know that thousands are on standby. By the time we get our convention right, I can tell you, these guys that are in power, that are visionless, that are focused, have no idea what it takes to run a party, cannot even conduct their own convention. They hold only first NEC meeting, the last NEC meeting. They don't know what power and politics is all about. They don't know the dynamics that are involved. They don't know the challenges that are involved. They came with every tendency of vindictiveness. They came with a perception that PDP is corrupt, PDPs are criminals. If you provide election for 16 years, it's not just the PDP members that benefited. If we are corrupt, 50% of the corrupt people in PDP are in APC. They are calling the shot in APC. So you can explain, how can you defend that? So yes, in every society there are bad eggs. But you cannot say that PDP provided wasteful 16 years in service. Those that are saying that, go to their state before 1999. There are no good roads before 1999, including my state, Bauchi states. There were no road networks linking local governments. By the time 8 years of first PDP tenure in Bauchi state, roads were linked to all the local governments. At the time, Bauchi was being described as one of the best states with internal road networks. Can I say there was no dividend of democracy? Go to every state. I'm beating my chest to do that. Every state there was transformation. So you can't call 16 years of service because of a few mistakes as a waste. That is an act of disservice to the country. Complete act of disservice to the country. It's not an act of patriotism. What government does is a continuous process. Where others stop, you continue. When we come into office in 2019, we are not going to throw away everything they have done. We'll continue where they stop. There are good projects that you have to continue. There are areas that you need to review, particularly if it's being as critical sector that need to be reviewed, because they have no idea of what it takes to provide leadership from what they are doing right now. They are perhaps mismanaging virtually everything, including human sensitivity, including lack of human face in their policies and programs. So those that have left PDP to APC are already remorseful and apologetic. Because when you leave your parents' house because you quarrel with your parents, the natural thing, as time goes on, no matter how comfort you are getting somewhere, you know that you lost your parents. You know that you have a root. That root was what made you, brought you from the bath, brought you up, powdered you, creamed you, sent you, and you became somebody in the society. When you say your parents are bad, then who are you? If anybody can say his parents are bad, then who is he? So those who left at that time say their parents are bad, did the bad thing, have discovered that the parents gave back to them, provided every sense of cleanness, every sense of motherhood, every sense of fatherhood, nurtured them, provided defense for them, and they grew up, they felt they are rich, they are big, they don't need the parents. But they discovered that the parents are the most important thing they need for guidance and discipline. And we'll provide that guidance when they come back. We'll accept them. We are the parents. We'll say, you faulted somewhere, but we are forgiving you. We are the parents. Come back home. But we'll continue telling you, don't make a mistake again. It's a shameful thing that I have seen one of the former governor of Nasarawa State calling PDP names. He was a PDP governor. And he was one of the most reckless governors the PDP have produced. He forgot that. He forgot records that are there, how he managed the states. He forgot where PDP brought him from. At the time, he was chairman of the Governors Forum, indicting himself because he's looking for protection. He doesn't want to be prosecuted. Politics is not for weak people, it's for brave people. Bravery is what defines a man. If you are afraid of being harassed or intimidated or persecuted, politics is not for you. Leadership is about capacity, ability to take decisions. That's what leadership is all about. You damn the consequences. If you are afraid of consequences, don't go into politics. You will be haunted, you will be conspired against, every dirty things will be said against you. But if you remain firm, steady, with a vision to lead a society, that will not distract you. We will never be distracted by APC. Our men are being harassed and arrested everywhere. We know what it is. What they don't know is that they are campaigning for PDP. The more you persecute people, the more the resistance, and the more they become popular and formidable. Let them continue arresting. For me, let them continue arresting. Let you arrest everybody. Who will judge? The Nigerian citizenship will judge. Who is judging now? The Nigerian people are judging. Did PDP provide leadership with human face or not? Nigerians are judging. So we are not afraid of being arrested. After all, the founding fathers of PDP were arrested. When they were arrested, the leaders of this government today were with the military. We led the struggle to restore democracy. We didn't shy away from that. We were not scared of that. And that is yielding positively, and they are benefiting from it today. Had it been they were not brave men to confront the military, dialogue with the military, we would have had democracy today. And 16 years uninterrupted democracy and successful transition without any bloodshed. The party conceded on its own without going to court, even though we have every evidence to go to court. But we accepted it's about the Nigerian nation. It's about moving society forward. We didn't go to court. And we pledged that we'll support the government to provide dividend of democracy for the people of Nigeria, not for the people of just APC, including me. I expected that leadership, that ambience to be created, just the way we created it. So, if we were brutal as a party, we were in control of the federal force, we would have created unimaginable damage and crisis for the country. But we considered. So those who considered and fought for the restoration of democracy, how could you describe them as cowards? That is unthinkable, unintelligent way of doing things. The society of today is a society of negotiations, ideas, and knowledge-driven. So they should continue arresting PDP faithfuls as much as they can. If they like, they should come and pack all of us and put us in detention. Would that stop people from reacting? Would that stop Nigerians from reacting? In a civilized society, you don't arrest someone until all your facts are ready. That shows you that they have no idea of what they are doing. You cannot just go and pick individuals on the basis of rumors and speculations and petitions that are not founded, that you cannot defend. Look at some of the ongoing issues in the court. They cannot defend it. It's shameful to the country. It's a very, very shameful thing. I'm an individual who respects institutions. I will never partake in demeaning the office of the president or office of a governor or anybody that have taken an oath of office, because we are looking forward to be there. That office is a sacred place that you need to uphold. Every citizen must respect anybody who is elected into an office. It is not our responsibility to denigrate that office, and we cannot do anything that will prejudice to the unity of Nigeria. We can strengthen the Nigerian force, the Nigerian institution. We can work as one family, irrespective of party affiliations. So let us go beyond party issues. Let us go beyond persecution. Let us go issues that move Nigeria forward. We have said it clearly. Our campaign organization have issued several statements. I have issued several press conferences that I'm not looking forward to a consensus. My candidate is the best candidate to beat. It's at the top of the bar. But I'm not looking for any consensus. We said we want a transparent convention. The world is focused on how PDP is going to conduct this convention. The whole world, I'm aware. The European Union are focusing on how PDP is going to conduct this convention. And that way we leverage the party, that we have learned our mistakes. We have identified where we got it wrong. We have identified there's lack of internal democracy. We have identified there's an imposition. We have identified there's rascality. We have identified there's lack of respect for the do's and don'ts of the party constitution. And that transparent convention will take away all these minors that is associated to the party. And we have told the party leadership, we don't want any act of favoritism. We want you to leave a history, to leave a legacy. We want the National Caretaker Committee chairman and his team to leave a legacy for this country. The world is going to record every inch of their behavior, every inch of their movement, every inch of conspiracy. There is no hidden place anywhere. The Caretaker Committee have a history to leave, positively or negatively. The Caretaker Committee have a history to leave, that we have conducted one of the fairest national convention of the party, where people are transparently elected. They also have to be conversant with the fact that history will record them for doing bad. And some of them have strategic interest in the future, want to run for various offices, including governors, including president. So their behavior today will determine where they will go tomorrow. They are not just doing it for anybody. They are doing it for millions of party faithfuls, re-elevating the standard of the party, the quality of the party, the quality of the persons that are presiding over the leadership of the party today. They should also remember, they were a chart of circumstances. We organized a parallel convention here in Abuja against the convention in Port Harcourt. And virtually majority of the members of the Caretaker Committee were part of PDP Concerned Forum that organized a parallel convention in Abuja. But we came together, National Caretaker Committee was born. Every individual cannot go back to history, cannot liaise with his memory, where he was coming from. That's a problem. What makes you a leader is that when you are taking a decision, you must link with history, with the past, where you are coming from, and what you need to do to leave a legacy, no matter how short the period is. It is not how long you stay, it's how well you stay in office, and what kind of legacy you left behind. They will be remembered for the kind of convention they are going to organize on the 9th of December, negatively or positively.